Alright, hello everybody. Doing one last Chaos draft tonight. Was thinking like, oh, I should do some Tales tonight, but then it's like, well, if you take a look at this, the Chaos draft closes at midnight. Uh, Midnight happens, and the draft format turns into a pumpkin, and is no longer there. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it one last run through. We gave it a couple over the weekend. But it was fun enough to give one last go, see how it plays out, see if we can see more. If you want to join them, I'm just hanging out in the zone, so. But yeah. So for those who did not join for the previous Chaos Draft, I'll give a quick overview as to what the heck we're doing here. Format, Chaos. Chaos. Hyper Chaos mode. So the way this works, we're going to hit Join League. What will happen is that we'll be put in a draft with 7 other people, a draft of 8 players. All 8 of those people will be given 3 random packs from a very long list of legal packs. If you want the full list, the other draft has me listing them off. You can also see them on the website if you go to, like, Google Chaos Phantom Swiss Draft League. Hello.
The Chaos Phantom. Oh, I'll be in and out because I'm eating. I just finished some Demon's Souls.
Demon's Souls.
Yes.
So,
With Shrek.
Oh goodness. All right. Well, thank you for jumping in, Gnomebitten.
I'm Gnomebitten. There's a Shrek. One of the trophy leaders here is Shrek adjacent. We've got the Killer Smurf.
Killer Smurf? Is that your Shrek adjacency?
That's Shrek adjacency. Shrek adjacency detected. Apparently, Kenny the Pig is really good at it. Look at that. Cripes.
Yeah, I'm scrolling down, seeing if there's any My Fist, Your Face.
Finds poo. Like maybe they don't want me to read that the way I am, but I am. But I'm reading that in a different way.
I like Kitchen Finkel.
That's good. Does Finkel like Kitchen Finks? We'd have to ask him.
I don't know.
He probably does because it's a good card, and he likes good cards.
Right. So yeah, it is not any modern legal pack. That is a flat lie. That is false.
Yeah, because we had some Ultimate Masters, which not particularly.
Yeah, the Hypnoturok is not a.
I think Channel Fireball just made a bad video, like they're making videos about like what if old cards were modern legal, and the one they opened with was Food Chain.
Oh goodness!
Which it's already 2 cards in modern, that infinite mana combo with Food Chain.
True. So. Mist Hollow and Squeeze.
Mist Hollow Griffin and Eternal Scourge.
Oh, Eternal Scourge.
Yep, because you can cast that from exile. That one's actually easier because it's only 3 mana.
Doesn't Squee?
Does New Squee? Old Squee?
New Squee can be cast from exile, right?
Squee the Immortal.
Medibot, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it, and it is definitely Chaos time.
You may cast Squee for the Immortal from your graveyard or from exile. So yeah, they made another. There's 3 modern legal cards. I think Eternal Scourge is still the best one because it's 3 colorless to. It's not even diamond mana.
Oh right, that thing isn't diamond too.
Because it's from Eldritch Moon.
But yeah, this is a lot of Masters sets, a lot of core sets, and a lot of just odds and ends. We're gonna see. We likely won't see the same set twice because there's so many in here. We will see some older sets. We saw some Substance cards the last time around. Some Legions packs, things like that.
I still want to pick Rhystic Lightning and then pass a completely worthless 14 pieces of cardboard to whoever's to our left.
Garbage. Nice. Yeah, we open Avatar of Woe, and that's our pick. Format Chaos. Still waiting for that 8th player for Chaos. One more player. Goodness, I sure am glad I was already in the queue late. Speaking of diamond mana, how reliable is diamond mana in the world of
That it's basically impossible because this is the only pack to get wastes, and like your other next best choices are things like pains. Gripping the Royal is really good though.
Well, so is like Seed Guardian. This is a very strong green creature. It was the big thing about it was that green was very weak in the format, so it was underdrafted. Diamond mana is colorless. Diamond is only in this one set. It is colorless mana, so you would have to use like Holdout Settlement.
We would have to get a Tindo Ice Bridge from our next pack, and that'll do it. Into the Royal and Seed Guardian are both really good. Oblivion Strike and Boulder Salvo also probably just first pickable.
God, I really want to tempt reality on that Smasher. How many? Okay, here's a better question. How many ways would I need to play it? How many sources? 4? 3? 3?
3 or 4, yeah. That's just too much of a buy. If it wheels, we'll take it. How about that?
I'm gonna take it now. I want it. I'm doing it.
We're doing it.
We'll find a way to make it happen. Ravnica proper. Reality Smasher, I don't think would wheel in the sense that I think somebody else would take up my question, right? Somebody else would look at that pack and be like, what, a 5/5 haste trample that is hard to target? So, Razia's Purification is each player chooses 3 permanents they control and sacks all the rest. There's some signets in here that are pretty good.
Yeah, signets are pretty good. Dark Blast is surprisingly good. I remember back in the day playing Dark Blast and.
Well, remember the secret of this format.
No, well, yeah, there's lots of 1 toughness guys.
They're all over.
It's a very small effect, yeah, but you can just draw it whenever you need it.
Yep.
But signets are just generically good.
Yeah,
man, if only those were talismans of pain or whatever, then they would produce colorless mana.
Oh man, we want the talismans. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Dark Blast, seeing as I did completely ignore the idea of like you were saying a lot of sensible things, and I was just ignoring them because I saw Reality Smasher. Here we have a Masters pack. You can tell by things like Ancient Craving. Or borrowing 100,000 arrows, one of my favorite.
Portal had a lot of good card names. Borrowing 10,000 arrows, 100,000 arrows is also like a pretty okay card.
Yeah, a Bloodhunter bat? That's evasion and like.
Yeah, Bloodhunter bat is par. Urg Raiders, our old friend.
We could just play Urg Raiders. When I say Chaos Draft, I mean Chaos Draft. It is literally like, there's a list of like 60 plus sets or something like that every pack is randomly generated. We also see Colossal Dreadmaw, the dino that got reprinted like 1,000 times in a row.
Yeah, they just decided the stat block was correct. Man, we got excited for the Fox. Hey, Darksteel Relic, everybody's favorite card.
I already kind of know my pick in here because there's actually a really good removal spell.
Yeah, Geth's Verdict is... It's one of the last times they made the Diabolic Edict type. They do them at 3 a lot. Like 3 with upside is like the standard.
It's really weird because I don't think 2 without any text, like, I don't think Edict would be anywhere near a busted card, but they just will never reprint that Diabolic Edict. My goodness. Unwinding Clock. Untap all artifacts you control during each other player's untap step.
Here's a question: how playable is Leonin? Is Lost to Leonin in this format? You're one infect creature.
Oh god, I would not be on that. I would just not be on that one. Hunting Triad. Moonglove Changeling.
Hunting Triad's good because it's also a good trick. Moonglove Changeling's just kind of pretty playable.
Yeah, that's like a bad version of the Death Toucher from the most recent set.
Yeah, they just get to have Death Touch now. Thornbite Staff is very stupid.
It is very stupid. But, you know, so Hunting Triad, the thing that makes me, like, want this card is actually the Reinforce. The Reinforce is a very, very strong combat trick on this. Reinforce is a mechanic from the set that is X, discard this card, put, or, whatever the mana cost is, and then put that many.
Yep. So you either get 3/1/1s or you can get +3/+3.
That's fake, right?
That's incredibly fake.
That's
If you
like,
wanted a way to put Reality Smasher into place, we passed Zombify, and then there's Wise from the wave.
ooh, I could just be reanimated. Or they're like, could I,
You'll have to get a Faithless looting.
or like table this Ravenous Rats targeting myself? Also, Ravenous Rats is not unreasonable.
Ravenous Rats is pretty playable. That's a pretty decent card.
I've already picked one gimmicky card, so
Yeah.
the second.
I think we're more likely to cast Reality Smasher than we are to cast Progenitus. I just have to say that.
Shit, Manamorphose won't do it.
Yeah, Manamorphose certainly does not do it.
Okay, a couple cards in here. Blight Speaker is a rebel, which pulls other rebels out. We aren't going to have a lot of those, but...
Yeah, we already passed that Changeling. Death Denied is pretty okay.
Death Denied is one of these cards that just says, like, the late game has appeared, you top deck this, and you go, I pick up my grave. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, you get what? Yeah, this is Raise Dead for X at instant speed. It's also arcane.
You might have a card that cares about that.
Oh, the Doc dabbing. Oh, sorry, dabbling. Sorry, we're not.
No, she's not dabbing, so it's not.
Right.
Man, if only that was Coat with Venom and not Touch of Moonglove.
Yeah. I don't feel awful about Touch of Moonglove, but at the same time, I might as well take Tobal Freeblade.
Tobal Freeblade is pretty good. Orchard Spirit's pretty mediocre. It is evasion.
Yeah. So it's like Menace Brute.
Yeah, Menace Brute's okay.
I'm gonna take the Tobal Freeblade. I don't know what my other colors are gonna be, so Kozilek's Translator can make colorless.
Yeah, Kozilek's Translator can make colorless and is also
dogs.
It's dogs, and also you can just use that to add one.
Yeah, like that's.
Then there's Boulder Salvo, which is pretty playable.
That's weird. That's still in there.
Yeah, I hated that card when they first printed it, but then I realized later that it's probably correct.
I'm just gonna take Screeching Griffin as a 4-mana 2/2 flyer.
Yeah, it's like either that or Mortipede.
Yeah, Mortipede's like fine if you have.
The secret trick with Mortipede is that it's actually a falter. That's like the actual thing Mortipede does.
Yes, Air Graders.
You mean you don't want foil or non-foil Ember Weaver?
The card's actually really strong if you're in Gruul.
Mm-hmm.
And even like Zombify would be like okay because this is the bird Zombify. I guess we're gonna grab Leon and Relic. No, sorry, not yes, Leon and Relic. The
relic of the Leon, and we're gonna find something that would really benefit. We're gonna find like Ensoul Artifact.
I want you to look at how hard you had to work for a 1-mana 2/2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kinshipping.
Okay, I'm actually kind of happy about Blightspeaker on the wheel because there are chances of other rebels existing.
Yeah,
like,
changelings or rebels, both.
Rebels exist across a number of sets in the history of, Haunted Plate Mail?
Ooh, I remember that one having a lot of text, but in like a good way. Yeah, it's Volshock armor.
It's the heaviest armor in the world, that is.
Yeah, it's Volshock battle plate that is never dead, because if you have no creatures, you can just activate it.
Yeah, and turn it into a creature. We also have cat.
We have the cat. Everybody likes the cat.
I like the cat. Below the Cut Swamp. Deathgaze Cockatrice is a good flyer.
Yeah, Deathgaze is good. Child of Night's DC. If you could make the Blightcaster deck, that is an incredible deck. I played a lot of this format specifically.
Yeah. M14, weirdly enough. But I'll take the Haunted Plate Mail because worst case, like we can play this on empty board and have it just go like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, because even then it's just like a A 4/4 that dodges a lot of removal.
Oh.
Oh, how white can we be?
I want a hard shift. Oh shit, Kozilek's Predator.
Yeah, the Kozilek.
Yeah. I just mean in the future, obviously. That.
Yeah. Although it would let us cast Reality Smasher. Wiltleaf Liege. You used Grandpa yesterday. Grandpa was really good.
Are we white green? We're not white green, but like those are our two off colors. I feel like that's something I can pick up and try to make. We can be black white again with a completely different style. One of the things about Wiltleaf Liege is that, like, say we run into that opponent who's like, I love discarding cards. Wiltleaf Liege just goes into play on discard if your opponent causes you to. Also, I want you to note this pack. This is a pack I recognize because of its.
Yeah, we have a history with this pack.
I see these cards in sequence and I'm like, oh.
I'm really sad passing that Bone Splinters, but say lovey.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take the Liege Ball Lightning. Okay, luckily in this M10 pack, there's actually a pretty strong.
Yeah, Blinding Mage. Also, it's non-associated, non-religious because it's a wizard. Obsidian Priest.
Yep. Like this is what tapping a creature used to be.
Yeah, before we had. What's the last really bad tapper I can remember? There was one in Amonkhet Block 2 that was tap target non-zombie creature.
Yeah.
And it was like a 1-mana O2.
I note a couple other neat cards. Owls. Illusory Servant's actually pretty dang good. Like, obviously it's sad if it's, And Goblin Artillery is way, way, way good.
Yeah, Goblin Artillery is a card that... this is a card that when you first see it, if maybe you don't know a ton about Magic, you say, man, that seems really bad. But then you play a little bit more Magic and you realize that it's super, super good.
Yep. Induce Amnesia has the really sad Jace on it. Arterial Flow is not Blightning.
Yeah, we're not gonna. It's just Mind Rot.
We're in black, so like I have. Oh no, Bloodhunter Bat isn't a vampire. I thought that might have been.
Nope. This is the saddest Legion Conquistador I've ever seen. Vampire Revenant and Sun Sentinel are both like playable.
Yeah, I don't really want Sun Sentinel because I think I'm doing better than that already. In like Tobal Freeblade. I think Vampire Revenant is a flyer and therefore just fine.
Yeah, I've played a lot of Bardisan Bats lately. I have respect for it. I know a lot of people don't, but.
Oh, hey, welcome to... At first, so I saw the uncommons and I thought, like, wow, we got a shards pack, but this actually is not a shards pack, but holy shit.
Do you want to place Core Skyfisher in your deck?
Perhaps. Arcane Sanctum isn't an unreasonable pick either as fixing.
Yeah, pretty good fixing. Yeah, we're unlikely to get... We're both unlikely to find better fixing than that, and also unlikely to find a better 2-mana creature than that, so it's weird.
That's sort of an issue. I do like the ability to, like, Core Skyfisher also works with, like, Bloodhunter Bat and Ravenous Rats. We started off being mono black. Pack 2, we got past a Wiltleaf Liege, and that sort of changed our plans pretty heavily. I was willing to pivot for that.
Yeah, and the fixing is more valuable than the creature, I think.
Oh, wow. Master Thief. We got some M12 here. Not Raised Dead.
Not Raised Dead. You got Taste of Blood. I think this pack is mostly empty.
I'm going to grab this Entomb and just call it fine.
And this Entomb is better than every other card.
We won't be playing it because we have Death Denied, but, ooh, cards we might play. I actually like Caustic Tar.
Yeah, Caustic Tar is an interesting card.
Yeah, we have a lot of core packs in this. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but this is very... Those tend to play together. Man, look at Tyrant's Machine. How sad.
This is a league. Yeah, Tyrant's Machine, the like most expensive tapping. Meditation Puzzle, which is bad. Rummaging Goblin, one of the better cards in here. But yeah, I actually like having a win con on a land, especially in this... Oh, speaking of core sets, oh my god. We're going,
Hey!
we're going back. This is all core sets, like, core sets and
Actually,
masters.
Demon's Horn actually might be playable in our deck, but I like a Drudge Skeletons.
Yeah, I'm all about some skeletons. That'll keep us alive while everything else needs to happen. And there is a chance at the end of the day we don't actually, like, the white isn't strong enough to play in here, right? Like,
yeah, Wilt Leaf Liege is not powerful enough on its own.
wouldn't feel awful on Wall of Swords.
It's a really good blocker.
Yeah, flying blockers that do some strong stuff.
We have some 2-drops if we don't play the white, so the Child of Night's probably replaceable. Wild guess.
Yeah.
That's what you used to do. Can we have that cost only, like, that red, but have that, like, not be an additional cost?
Okay,
gonna play the Basilica. Oh. Daggerclaw Imp is really good.
Yeah, Daggerclaw Imp and Darksteel Citadel.
The carry is worth playing even if we don't play white.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna take Safe Passage even over Ball Lightning because I'm not playing red. Safe Passage is like a very good fog. So these days, fogs generally get costed at 3 for just fog. Sometimes slightly worse than just fog. Safe Passage is one-sided. A source of colorless is not enough to play Reality Smasher. I said specifically 3 was my number.
Yeah, we wanted 3. But Burning Inquiry is the modern playable card in here.
Oh my god.
Oh no, Legion and Conquistador.
Soul Warden or Pit Keeper. Pit Keeper actually is a pretty good...
It's a piker at the end of the day.
It's a piker with a raise dead if the game goes late, so I'm fine with that.
Later, Hungry Spriggan. Hungry Spriggan's one of the few non-red goblins.
Oh god, okay, so for a second I recognized what set we were in because I saw Makeshift Mannequin. I was like, where's the Moldrifter? Where's the Moldrifter? Where is it?
We're kind of lucky that it's not actually here.
Yeah.
Makeshift Mannequin's good. If we are in white, Gold Metal Harrier is it's a Gideon's Lawkeeper, one of the better tappers.
Yeah, Gideon's Lawkeeper actually gets a lot done. Hunter of Eyeblights isn't unplayable because we're playing in a weird world where like a lot of counters are going to exist both plus and minus. Its problem is that sometimes you play it and your opponent immediately kills it and you go, oh. So like I think Dolmen Gate is you don't take combat damage while attacking, which can be kind of neat. But I think Gold Metal Harrier gives us some control that gets things on. We're actually not. We could have been Reanimator. We did not pick up any of the reanimation pieces to be able to play Mannequin or Zombify or such.
Yeah, we never found a discard outlet, which is the hardest thing about non-cube reanimation decks. I saw the word him and 2 black mana symbols.
I know.
How playable is Thunder Totem?
Decently. The other card I was looking at was Amaru Scout because that's another rebel.
It is another rebel.
Is Trespasser Ilvec a rebel? No, Human Rogue. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Walroots, how you doing?
Oh, there's our discard outlet. We had to hold out hope for this Trespasser Ilvec.
Yeah, we didn't believe in the Ilvec. Oh, yeah, Addendum was a thing. There's Haunting Him, Sulphurous Blast, Careful Consideration. It was a cycle of cards, actually. It was Might of Old Crochet.
Foresight. Was it no, Careful Consideration. I always mix up Careful Consideration and Foresight.
Okay, I kind of like Thunder Totem. We have nothing on 3.
Yeah, we kind of don't. And it's Acceleration. If we ever find 2 other white sources, it can become a thing. It's really funny. You can activate the armor and then activate the Thunder Totem. Hey, it's Ever After, a cute card.
Yeah, that's the double revive and put this in the bottom.
Oh no, Hellrider of Trostrat, our second discard outlet.
Wow, why didn't we believe in Reanimator? Because we were like hella ready for it. And...
speaking of though, isn't Ghoul Caller's Accomplice really good?
It's a
Angelic Purge is kind of like super removal.
I was actually looking at Angelic Purge because it's sack a permanent, exile target artifact, creature, or enchantment, and we know that removal's really hard to come by in this format.
This format also one I just happened to have played a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say I recognize these cards pretty heavily.
like the art of Ghost Color Apprentice was like, man,
Isn't that card good?
isn't that card really good? It's like, oh, it is really good. Wow.
And some more Infect. Oh, you want the biggest Infect.
Oh yeah, Friction is big enough to play on its own. You can just play this in a non-infect deck, and it'll get
It
work
kills
done.
in 2 hits. Like, that might be worth picking in here. The truck.
Nested Ghoul isn't terrible. Usually what it does is just trade and leave a 2/2 behind.
Yeah, for 5, and that's not the worst. Bladed Sentinel's a fine body. Dross
Oh
represents a
man,
decent hill giant.
if you put the armor on the truck,
9,
that doesn't
9 truck. We're so. I
doesn't actually one shot them, but
kind of want to pick the truck, but at the same time, I don't think it fits our deck. I don't know.
Juggernaut often doesn't fit the deck it's in. What else would we pick to it other than Piston Sledge isn't worthless.
Well, I'm going with it because time has elapsed.
Tower of Champions from one to the other.
8 mana tap.
I remember liking Clockwork Beetle, but that creatures were bad back then, so I shouldn't.
This thing, like, you play it as a 2/2, and then it becomes a 1/1, and then it dies. How about exile target attacking creature and all equipment attached to it?
I like one part of that sentence. This is the thirsty removal.
I mean, I'll take 5 mana exile in this world. That's fine.
Look at poor Rest Elemental. That card was bonkers with artifact lands. Ooh, Murelk Nightblade, Tomb of the Spirit Dragon. That lets you tap for colorless.
No,
Let's look at the other cards first, though.
I know.
Just kind of for fun.
Welcome back. Welcome back to our friendly. Like, Absent Guide would actually be cool if we were able to play the green, because it would get +2/+2 from Whitley Fleege.
Yeah.
It would get.
Do you have any other 1/1 counters other than Murelk Nightblade, or would that just be?
No, we really don't. That's actually the main. We only have Hunting Triad, which we're not playing. And then, like, everything else we're not playing isn't, like, we don't have 1/1 counters. We have, like, a +1/+1 Anthem, so
this box is kind of empty for us.
I'm gonna...
Like Jungle Hollow's the next best. Let's pick the Tomb.
I'm gonna pick the Tomb, because we have Arcane Sanctum and Ballista, so I can afford some colorless lands in here. And then, hopefully, we find, like, one more sort. Wow, double Mental Note, hey?
Mental Note's a good card.
Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and can't attack. Prismatic Strand.
Prismatic Strands is a bullshit card. We should probably pick it.
Yeah, I remember playing that card.
This is a Pauper staple. Prismatic Strands is. I always want to say Prismatic Shards, but it's Prismatic Strands.
Also, one of the stronger things on here I actually like is the Battlefield Scrounger. We're not playing that, but...
Yeah, Battlefield Scrounger was a standard all-star, if I remember correctly.
I don't think it was that one. I think it was an effect similar to that one that was an all-star. Not that one in specific, but I'm certain... I
can't remember what exactly card it was. Hey, here's a familiar-looking pack.
Yeah, I recognize this one pretty well.
We got the Gate or the Summary Judgment as both pretty pickable cards.
Summary Judgment gets the job done. How much more fixing do I need? I know I have the triple color in Whitley Fleege.
Yeah, we've got Arcane Sanctum and Orzhov Basilica.
One of the things is that we're at 30. We're at 27 main deck cards with like 2 or 3 immediate cuts. Like, I feel like we can afford the Guildgate.
We can afford the Gate. The other thing is we have one good removal spell and one bad one and some tappers. That might be enough.
I think I'm okay with that many.
Soul Nova's pretty bad. That's a pretty bad neck snap.
How about Hornet Harasser?
I've played with Phyrexian Host a lot. I actually have. I've played a lot of formats with this card specifically in it.
Our other option is...
Kinsbale Skirmisher is, I think... is a fine card. It's a little more aggressive than I think our deck is, but it's also just kind of good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Harasser. Let's harass some Hornets. Got that Scout back. Could also pick up Skulking Knight.
Yeah, Skulking Knight is it dies to whenever it's targeted, which in limited usually means they're targeting it with a removal spell anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it because even though I know I've got the Blight Speaker and like things to do there, that's only 2. Wow, and we get the Ghoul Caller just have to accomplice back. Hell yeah.
That is nobody in black?
Perhaps.
We got Well, we could play almost any of the cards that we hold from that pack.
Yeah.
The twins would be a little sad, but they're playable.
So how fine would Piston Sledge be?
How many flyers do we have?
Couple. Problem is we have very little ways to move it. It's an aura. This is...
Yeah, it's just an aura.
I'm gonna grab it because it's like, I'm gonna play it or Scourge Servant, but... sure, Contaminated Bond I'm not playing, but I'll grab... Inoc Tracker I'll grab, then Flaring Pain I'll grab. So bad news, I only have 2 sources of colorless mana, which was under my want.
I don't think we're playing well, okay, you have 2, because you have the Tomb and the Kozilek's Translator.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's going to come down to how many, like, worthless cuts we have, because we do actually have a number of cuts I don't like. Coordinated Barrage is, like, deal X damage to an attacker, where X is, like, the number of a creature type you control. In this format is, like, good luck.
Yeah.
2 at best.
Our best one is Zombie.
You know, Zombie or, like, Kith. No, we only have a couple Kithkins. Couple Eldrazi's. Yeah, it's not great. So
Wall of Swords might be a sideboard card.
Yeah, Screeching Griffin is out. We're not playing red. There was a 2 I wanted out as well. I don't care for the Blight Speaker if we're not actually doing anything there. We had enough other 2s.
Yeah, and I think with how many white cards we're actually playing, I don't know if Oatleaf Liege is like cool. Because if you don't have a lot of white creatures, then it's just like a hard to cast 3/4.
Yeah, 4/4.
Oh yeah, I always think it's a 3/4, but yeah, it's a 4/4. So it's like a 4-mana 4/4 that's hard to cast that maybe discard it.
I think I'm okay playing it because we actually ended up with a decent amount of fixing. We have Thunder Totem. I'm gonna take Piston Sledge out. We have better equipment.
We actually quite like our one piece of equipment that we have. Haunted Plate Mail is quite good.
Probably cut the Juggernaut. That's just not us.
Yeah, because it has to win on its own, and if it doesn't win on its own, any damage it did is worthless.
Right.
Like, hopefully it got chumped a few times. That's what you usually hope for with the Juggernaut, but...
Yeah. And, like, we do have a late game, like, winning the game card in Caustic Tar, which is a card I actually want to main deck.
Yeah, we've got Tar. We can get... Reality Smash is still in there.
Okay, so do I want to play Safe Passage and Prismatic Strands? What do poison counters do anyway? Poison counters are... Let me find my Juggernaut. Infect deals damage in the form of poison counters. If you, as a player, ever have 10 poison counters, you die.
Yep. Poison is an alternate win condition that has dated back to the early ages of Magic, where poisonous is... was that the keyword that they had first?
There wasn't even a... Well, there was the keyword in, like... Sliver, which only existed on like 1 or 2 cards, but then there wasn't a keyword. There was just put poison counters on things.
Yeah. They might have retroactively keyworded that. Like, the keyword was venomous. I think it was like venomous sliver. But yeah, it goes all the way to the back of early Magic, and there's only like 2. The trick with poison is that it's very uninteractable. There's 2 cards in the game of Magic that
do anything
specifically call out poison counters. There's some Malira, and then there's leeches.
Yeah, and there's a couple other cards that I think you could like be dumb and play Sunkeeper on your opponent to make whatever. But the thing is, like, so what that means is that this deals damage in poison counters and -1/-1 counters. What that means is that the Phyrexian Juggernaut is not ever dealing normal damage. It never deals 5 combat damage. It deals 5 fake damage.
Yeah. What it means practically is creatures with infect, if they block something, or if they block or become blocked, any creature they deal combat damage to becomes like permanently damaged because they get the -1/-1 counters. It also means if they're not blocked, they effectively have double power.
Right. Like if your opponent starts at 20, hitting them with a Juggernaut deals half of their life total. The problem is if the Juggernaut dies, the rest of our deck can't take advantage of infect damage.
We do have like 3 Raised Deads we could be playing.
Yeah, I'm playing Pit Keeper in the main. I'm playing Death Denied. I have 2 Raised Deads in the main. Okay, so
we also have a Raised Dead to the side, I think.
Yeah, question I'm still on. I'm playing Safe Passage and Prismatic Strands in the main.
I kind of like Prismatic Strands a little more just because it protects from removal. Like, it grants protection rather than prevent combat
No,
damage.
it's prevent damage. It's both.
Oh, it is? I could have swore that it was protection. Alright. So it has prevent all damage of sources of the color of your choice, whereas creatures, yeah. The strand is a little more narrow, but the free flashback on it's really good. But
Right, we can just tap one of our 5 white creatures. Wow, we really don't have a lot of white in here.
yeah, we don't. That might make the Thunder Totem more or less attractive. I don't know, but we might, if we find an opponent who's very color spreaded out, then maybe we could swap which one we're playing. Like, if we're playing shards, we can swap to the safe passage.
The other thing is that if I keep in Prismatic Strands, it actually has like the upside with Dark Blast. You know, milling.
Yeah, you can mill. Yeah.
It does something in that. There's also the Ghoul Caller's Accomplice that does something in that sense too. So like milling with the Dark Blast isn't always.
Even the Death Denied kind of makes the mill not useless.
See, I want to cut one of those. I think I'm gonna put Safe Passage on the board. Maybe swap them if our opponents are like wide color wise.
Are we playing Reality Smasher with our 2 colorless sources?
Yeah, I'm at 24 and I haven't made that call yet. Actually, the thing is, if I cut Reality Smasher, I probably also don't want Kozilek's Translator.
Then we're getting kind of low on creatures. The Translator is mostly playable.
The thing is, we're not as low on creatures as it looks because, like, Haunted Plate Mail is a creature that hides, Thunder Totem is a creature that hides. Like, so it's a little better than it seems, but I feel you.
Switch the Eldrazi for the Juggernaut.
Then we can play Lost Leonin.
That would let us play Lost Leonin. If we really wanted to, we could also play like Screeching Griffin as just Steamkin without ability.
I'm gonna give Reality Smasher some time in the main.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Try it out. I'm gonna cut out. Looking at maybe my 2s, maybe creatures separately. Is there anything that really needs to be cut down here? A lot of removal I don't want to cut out.
Death Denied is at both more and less valuable when you have low creatures, because it makes the creatures you do have more reusable, but also less targets for it.
Yeah, I'm thinking like Drudge Skeletons or something like that, because I have so many 2-drops.
Drudge Skeletons could be a sideboard card.
Skeletons.
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 All right, so I just want to try the Reality Smasher. Also, hello, Kabanaw.
Hello. Time to play some games.
Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and add basic lands, which it's going to lie to me about.
It's gonna want forests. It's gonna want like 4 forests.
It's gonna want 10 forests.
2, a number that cannot cast a Guilt Leaf Leech. You cannot cast if you have 2 forests and 2 swamps in play. That's what you're not casting.
Good job.
We can't afford to be heavier white than normal just because of how light our black commitment is.
Yeah, so I'm looking at 8-5 right now, but I could make that 7-6 with the duels I have. The only double black commitments I have are at Caustic Tar at 6, Geth's Verdict at 2, which I don't actually want to be casting on 2, and Hornet Harasser around 4.
On the other hand, you have Wilt Leaf Leech at 3 white. So.
Yes, I'm good with that. We're not casting Death Denied until late into the game anyways.
So, yeah, and Death Denied I'm not even counting, because like Death Denied is a card you cast on like 5.
You don't really want to cast Geth's Verdict on 2.
I could think of when you would want to do it. Is okay, here's the circumstance where you would want to play it on 2. And that is, you're on the draw, and your opponent has just resolved Geist of Saint Trash.
I was gonna say they coined the Geist of Saint Trash, or like
no, like they play their 3rd land.
Oh, on 3, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
I could also. Here's one that actually happens on 2. Pack Rat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You do kill. Pack Rat's the actual answer. Like.
Yeah.
Okay. So there are reasons why we do. All right. I'm excited about this for a lot of reasons. We have Urg Raiders in the main deck. That's a pretty good reason to be excited about your decks.
Well, Urg Raiders is good. Like, what's not to love about it?
This is an imperfect Magic format because Pack Rat is in it.
Oh, absolutely, Blazing Blade. It's extremely rad. Like I was
love
very
that.
I was very happy to watch that play out in the at the Pro Tour. I'm not called a Pro
Nope.
Tour.
Magic
Yeah.
Fest.
The Mythic Championship.
Yeah,
There's so many words and none of them are right.
but
Yeah.
hell yeah, trans rights.
I missed all of that
Trans rights.
coverage. I
I wa-
didn't see any of it.
Terramander says trans rights.
Yeah.
Thanks, Terramander. Yeah, I watched the top 4 of it, like LSV and such, and
But I was watching the coverage of it, and you would think that the thing that was like really important, got that victory was that they were the first English person to win the Pro Tour. Hell yeah!
oh, this
Okay,
hand is way too good.
Hell yes! Hell yes!
Well, this hand, I like this hand because it casts both Tobin Freeblade and Gets Verdict.
And especially like Tobin Freeblade on 2, and then so the way the Tobin Freeblade works is Renown is when it hits a player, it gets the X counters, or X is its Renown number.
Oh my god, I forgot Tubblefield.
I always call it Tobin Freeblade. But yeah, anyway, but yes, it was extremely rad.
Yep.
Made for a pretty good weekend.
And the magic was really good too. So
Yeah. Like, I was impressed with how, like, interesting mono blue mirrors could be.
yeah,
It's
like,
very-
control.
Wait, Mono Blue control player or no?
Or
Just like
Mono Blue versus control.
yeah,
I basically just watched the finals.
Shit.
Oh,
it's good news.
Good
They
news.
can't name colorless.
Okay, well, so bad news, they'll hit if they name black or white. However, they don't get a choice. No matter what they name, yeah, so they just get Geth's Verdict on this. So this is like me using Geth's Verdict on Adel. Whatever. They can't choose Kozilek's Translator. This card has no color.
Devoid.
I want to draw a land this turn so that I can Thunder Totem and maybe Translator on 4.
Mm-hmm. Also, you know what I want to do now that they've seen it?
to avoid has paid dividends. I can't believe it.
I want to board out Reality Smasher next game.
Ooh, what if they board in some like anti-colorless stuff?
Oh
Anyway,
yeah.
They board in their ceremonious rejection or whatever.
Yeah.
Then they get Thunder Totem.
Well, we still have targets for that because of the Translator and the Thunder Totem and the Ghost Plate, but whatever.
okay.
That's a good card. We can attack into it though.
Yeah. Again, this is now renowned. It is a 3/3.
And she's doing a JoJo's pose.
Mm-hmm.
Is that more of a JoJo's? I think that's more of a JoJo pose than Alabaster Mage. Because the perspective doesn't make any sense on this one, whereas the perspective on Alabaster Mage
Yeah,
is just...
no, her arm going towards the back looks like Caesar's arm in the opening.
Yeah, where they broke the model to make it look right.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking about the Abyss Watcher's pose with the one hand.
yeah,
Not with the
yeah.
backhand. The backhand isn't in the right spot for it.
She's holding her knife backwards, or she's holding her knife correctly. If she was holding it backwards, that would be the Abyss Watcher pose.
Right.
She'll do
I
it
figured-
backwards when you just watch her pose.
There's so if you have not watched the Castlevania series,
I still have it. Yeah.
for one, I recommend it. But there is a point where a person just turns around and then goes straight into the Abyss Watcher's pose, like in a fight. And I just kind of laughed my head off, and I'm like, oh, I recognize that shit.
We're kind of fighting the mirror here.
Yeah, luckily we have we are the heavy aggressor right now.
Yeah, we can attack for 4 here, and then play the Bloodhunter Bat. This might be a game where we use Gold Meadow Harrier.
I'm still worried about attacking with Gold Meadow Harrier. I'm actually gonna hold it
I
back
would leave
here.
it back because they might be able to flash in a blocker, and if they do, you can use the hair to save your free blade.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that they passed on 4 has me a little scared, so
Yeah.
I didn't want to use it immediately.
Yeah, I was thinking of attacking with it just because there's so many things that are possible. It's kind of hard to play around anything.
Yeah, well, I
So
guess.
The upside was attack was getting 1 damage in, which doesn't actually matter with our current clock, because if we just attack for 5, like, that's lethal.
If our opponent lives for 1, we know that we made a mistake.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not really. We knew we avoided walking into a trap. if or something, I don't know. Let's attack, and then if they don't do anything...
Destroy target non-black creature. Violet Paul, one of the best removal spells.
Yeah, Violet Paul is a Necrotal.
This is so we talk about the 5-mana kill spell a lot. This is one of the best 5-mana kill spells in Limited that exists.
Yeah. Cheap color requirement, instant speed, technically a fairy.
Yep.
And fairies tend to just be very good.
I kind of wish that they would print a removal spell that said non-something on it again.
The best they have is non-legendary these days.
Yeah, can we just get Doomblade again?
And people forget about Cast Down's drawback a lot. Let me tell you.
Yeah, well, for a long time, Cast Down was unplayable because that was in the Lyra age when everybody was playing that. Cast Down's vaguely playable now.
Yeah, you see it in the Esper control decks, and even then you see it, and then it's like, well, let's go ahead and cast down that.
Well, those are decks that sometimes main deck Moment of Hunger or no. What is it called? -2/-2, gain 2 life.
I don't think those decks need to Moment of Hunger anymore. These days, removal's good enough at early game where that's.
Oh, it's mostly in best of 1 where I see that, where you kind of have to play bad.
Yeah, we recently got Walk the Plank.
That's a
non-merfolk.
Yeah, non-merfolk.
You sometimes Moment of Craving. That's what it was.
Right.
Walk the Plank. You sometimes see too.
All right, here we go. Time to smash some realities.
All right.
Pay 1 life.
Kozilek's Translator is also just kind of good. I forgot about that card.
Yeah, I'm attacking with it.
Yeah.
Because it's a really big Monodork, which are usually bad, but you don't tap it.
It's dogs for mana.
Well, that set also had 5 mana 4/4 that had tap, add colorless, and I never liked that card because it was a 5 mana 4/4 you tapped.
Here we go. Radiant's Judgment on Reality Smasher, and Reality Smashers, whenever it's targeted, counter it unless they discard a card.
So let's see them 2-for themselves on that card.
Man, Radiant's Judgment is so good.
Oh, they got rid of Distress.
Distress is pretty okay.
Man, now I really want Wilfleaf Liege. God,
there you go.
In our hand against our opponent.
Yeah.
So just discard a white card and reveal our hand.
Oh my god.
So I'm liking Haunted Plate Mail here. Just putting that on the bats seems pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a 6/6 flyer. We also have the backup of Thunder Totem equipping if we get to that weird point, but
yeah, we can activate Thunder Totem, and that actually we can't activate Thunder Totem and also tap the Sky Marchers, so Thunder Totem can't attack currently.
Okay, they found their double black, which is the reason they discarded Distress. So maybe they have a second Distress. Dead Man's Chest.
That's an interesting card. It's a rare thought of text.
When an enchanted creature dies, exile cards equal to its power from the top of its owner's library. You may cast non-lands as though they were yours, and spend any color mana on them.
Man,
basically means if they kill our bats, they can play the top 2 cards of our library.
Yeah, non-land too. So if they hit 2 lands, they whiff.
So, spoilers: we're not putting Haunted Plate onto the bats anymore.
Yeah, maybe we just go on the ground. Maybe I just tap their flyer and attack in with a lot.
That seems fair.
Oh, maybe they induce despair on our. Oh my god, flying pro black, huh? Well, at least
Voice of Grace is a good card.
All right, so they get to induce despair on that. That is fine. They get their trigger.
Yeah, let's see what they spent 2 cards killing our guy. Let's see what 2 cards they get. Should be revealed card zone?
Or is it face down?
The hell are they?
Oh, -X, -X.
Oh my god, I had no power!
It had no power.
Hey, bum,
It had no
bum.
Hey,
Whoops. Draw 0.
That's fair for
Oh,
our
that was
opponent.
a hell of a Magic the Puzzling.
Yeah.
God.
That would be if that happened in real life. Honestly, everyone here would give that to him, right? Because they would not realize what had happened.
I think so. I think a couple people would be like, wait, because we were just talking about the haunted plate mail, they might
Yeah,
realize adjusting it. But like, I had just assumed it was going to be kill spell, and I didn't like in my mind. Induced despair wasn't whatever its text is. It's just destroy target creature. Blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah. Like,
When we were casting it, usually, yeah. It's also funny that they used an angel for it when the picture on the card shows an angel in despair.
yeah. So that's actually really good for us. That's a 2-for-1 in our favor again. That's way above all, like the pay grade of what should have happened.
I feel sorry for my opponent because I definitely know if I was playing in paper, I just would not have realized that the creature had 0 power when it died. Like, well,
So bad news. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, not bad news. Our opponent has conceded. I was going to say if I drew a white source, played Angelic Purge, and then activated Thunder Totem, I would be able to attack for 6, which is not 7.
hey, but they had a fairy in play.
Oh, they're hyper gone.
That was the shame.
Conceded the match.
Oh, the shame match concede. Oh,
Or,
ooh.
it was either that or they had to go do laundry or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, honestly, when you do laundry, like, I mean, I guess it depends on your laundry situation, but like, you got 3 minutes in a sideboard, then you can sit around for 10 minutes doing nothing before you
Pizza.
lose,
Yeah, pizza
so.
time. It's over.
yeah,
Yeah.
pizza's here, yeah.
Pizza's here, yeah, okay.
But here's to you, my 7X. I would not have realized that your trick works the way it did. Someone else would have, because they're smarter with cards than me.
I do enjoy like they're like, wait, what? Like we're all like, looking. It's like where'd the cards go?
Like, are they
Really, they
face
should
down?
put more cards on top of our library from that, like...
Oh yeah, they have to give us cards. Is how it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah. If it had negative power.
This was -2 at the time, so...
No, it was-
Shadow,
they
Shadow
changed the
Bane
rules.
86, born in the year
No, it was-
1986.
No, it was 0/0 because it was a 2/2 and they killed it with a -2/-2 trick.
I thought there was I thought they revealed a
They revealed a
I-
4.
mana cost.
Oh, I always think that Induced Despair is based on power.
No, it's CMC of the card you reveal, so it's any
Yeah.
card in your hand.
Which is why they didn't put it on the 3/5 because they couldn't kill the 3/5.
Yeah.
Okay, most of the creatures that you used. Never mind. Game's over. This looks vaguely keepable. This is.
Oh no, I'm good. I would not keep this under slightly different circumstances, but my friend is here.
Whom?
My friend Kabanaw is here.
Oh right, yeah.
We're gonna draw all the lands in the world. You're right. No, you know the dark bargain of that agreement is that I draw no lands half my games.
Okay. I think the actual answer is I can't. Like I've always said that the powers only work for evil or comedy, and this is neither at the moment. There is no evil. There is no
Maybe we'll have a deck. Okay, Gruul's not traditionally who Dark Blast is good against, but Spell Wild. Oof.
Ooh. No, you know what it is? When it comes to drawing cards, my name is Pizza. It's
Pizza.
if it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. But like, so
You reminded me of those very good tweets we had.
Yep.
Okay, don't try to equip Skulking Knight, by the way. Just don't.
Yeah, don't do that. That don't work. You're just going to have to rely on your 3/3 with flanking.
Which, I mean...
That's pretty good.
Oh, no! My Flanking Knight has been surrounded by, like, druids or something, and it's over.
The opposite of
flexed.
regeneration.
So, that's... Okay, that's bad because we made a bad card of theirs good, because regeneration is...
Uh-huh.
When regeneration works, it's incredibly annoying, but it's not very good on Spell Wild oofs.
I think that reveals our opponent's game plan. They somehow built a game plan here. If
Go all in
this
on
makes
Spell
sense.
Wild.
or just like the enchantment, the aura deck.
Yeah, the Aura deck.
The Oofs does like auras. Play a 4-mana 1.
So if
toughness
they're
creature.
playing a bad like 2-mana creature and a bad 2-mana aura, like
Oh shit! Speaking of bad cards here.
Oh no!
Oh,
Okay,
no.
so we have to play a card every turn forever.
Yeah.
yep.
Daybreak Ranger.
Wait, no! We could just repeatedly dredge Dark Blast, and then we'll deck ourselves.
4 drops. Shit.
Yikes. Well, I guess we are dark blasting.
Attack with the mage.
Yeah, and see if they walk into the most obvious trick in the universe. I'm in.
Yeah, let's hope for it.
Because like we're losing if they don't, so they must, or else we lose.
I'm in on the most obvious attack in the universe. All right, that's fine.
Damn.
So are we literally just throwing Dark Blast away?
I can't like.
We can't let that flip.
I don't know. I don't know how I beat that card if it flips. Then again,
Yeah.
like, how do I?
I mean, okay, you can if you ever actually need dark blast for something useful, you can dredge for it. Or, I mean, I guess the problem is that like you're not going to flip it. Like you're not going to cast 2 spells next turn, right?
No.
No, we're certainly
Like-
not. Unless we draw a 2-drop.
Yeah. So I would cast that and then just
We're probably not dredging it. I think we hold out for drawing a land before we do that.
The way Dredge works
Or-
is that instead of our draw, we can just choose to draw Dark Blast instead by milling X cards. So anytime we need
What do we have
Dark
in our deck?
Blast. What's that?
We have a fair amount of we have some removal. Like if we draw Angelic Purge, we're fine. Like it kind of sucks because we like 3 for
Okay,
1
here's what we need
ourselves.
to do is we can let it flip, but we need Haunted Plate Mail down first so we can equip it onto a creature
Or just have a
Uh,
4/4.
before it flips. Yeah, or
Yeah.
just have a 4/4 or a 5/5.
Yeah, just like our bigger creature. Well, yeah, we'll just win with Reality Smasher. Our opponent's not going to keep playing large creatures in their Gruul deck.
No, of course not.
Hello.
Orcish Oriflame.
All right.
I'll be down.
When I was a kid, I always thought that art was a goblin sticking his head through a standard, not just a standard which featured a goblin.
I can see that.
I can definitely see that. Like, there's just a bit of enough perspective to say otherwise, but it's close.
Okay, so here's another dumb part. You know, we have a... I'm not gonna dredge. Cancel that.
It is kind of sad. If we... We have to play Haunted
Yeah,
Plate.
we have to play
now.
Haunted Plate Mail because read the text on the front side of Daybreak
Yeah,
Ranger.
The Daybreak Regent will just kill the Vampire Revenant or the Blood Hunter.
This card is an extreme hard counter to a lot of the things we're doing. You know, having creatures with 4 or less toughness. Flying.
So, we're starting to stabilize a little bit though, because our opponent's one of those chaos decks that they have like one extremely good card in their deck, and everything else is in service to that. Like the regeneration now makes sense. Like you put regeneration onto.
I was gonna say, tap that oof.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
let.
can attack the Daybreak Ranger.
Yeah, I'm fine with that because I would block and trade one or like trade a trick for
Yeah.
callers.
Actually, when werewolves flip, they leave the battlefield, right?
No,
You exile them and
No,
or
that
they
they did it
base.
with the Planeswalkers, so they could like.
Well,
deal
they
with
had to as
counter.
planeswalkers, yeah.
Yeah, but no,
Oh,
these just
okay.
turn over. They don't leave.
yeah.
So regeneration would stick to it. So having
Yeah.
a fight guy with regenerate is actually pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that works that way because again, they couldn't have loyalty if they flipped to walkers and stayed in play.
Yeah.
And
You'd
then
have to add some like whole bunch of rules to the card, or like add. It's just easier, just exile and bring it back.
Well-
It's fine.
Yeah. Well, what do we got?
they're flipping it.
Okay.
All right, this game's over, but I'm gonna see if our opponent shows us more of their deck
Yeah, that seems fine.
because they can just fight down our team for the rest of the game. There's no way we're gonna be able to really do anything meaningful about that. So I, want to know more.
We could, if they fight down our team, we can play Haunted Plate Mail.
Yeah, that's true. that is a legal action we have.
Ooh, all right. I like this thing we've learned.
Yeah, Defender of Chaos is a good card.
That was a Yeah, that works for them. They got to spend their mana and do it on our turn. So they got to flip their die and
Weird they didn't fight, but
yeah, surprised they didn't decide to kill one of our things there.
hell, I didn't. I guess I returned the favor because I thought I was did not realize where I was when I hit OK there because I dropped the thing I was shuffling.
We would have tapped the oofs. Tapping the Prowler doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
We can't tap the Defender of Chaos.
Well, I'm gonna try and beat the Defender of Chaos then.
Oh, they're attacking with their guy.
It has 5 power.
Yeah, that allows us to draw Angelic Purge, though. In which case, we're back in the game.
for different definitions, because I don't like having to sack a land to that.
Now, we would sacrifice Blinding Mage.
Oof.
Yeah.
Because we categorically cannot sacrifice a land. Thus,
problem is they're probably making
they're probably making like a 6-mana 6/6 with trample.
Well, I'm glad I didn't have the Haunted Plate Mail in play.
Vivian Renegade's in the main deck. That card's good.
Well, I mean the body on that's big enough for the main deck.
Turn about a 3/2.
Yeah.
In this format, I'll buy that for $1.
I need to watch RoboCop. Okay, we drew our land, but it's a bad one.
Well,
okay, on to game 2. What did we learn?
Yeah, I have not conceded yet because I want them to show me one more card for free.
Yeah,
and which our opponents often will do.
We're also not dead because we can tap the 4/4 before combat, and then we merely take.
Or if they decide to tap it to like kill it, So now what they'll do is they're going to tap it to kill our thing.
And then they attack us for 6. We go to 1, and then we die.
And then I want to see Shock. I want to see Pump Spell. I want to know what. I want to see our opponent.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is beginning my wish.
They spell a big old pump spell on their oof.
Yeah, they play Become Immense for 2 less.
Feral Instinct.
That's a good one. We saw that one yesterday.
Yeah, we saw that one last time with +1/+1 draw a delayed card.
It's almost wild. That's actually a card without this slow trip. What is it called?
Aggressive Urge.
Yeah, Aggressive Urge. It's got a sapling on the cover of it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
Dark Blast didn't seem to do anything against their deck.
They did have like the Defender of Chaos. Like it wasn't blank.
Sure, you're right.
And it.
Like what would be the replacement? Like Wall Swords or something?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see much to. I mean, Wall Swords would be a thing that beats their Ranger, but it also costs 4 mana, and that was kind of our problem that game. So.
I don't believe in that being the actual like whatever like. That's not something to worry about on the. Hey Zombo, you missed 2 games. We are in round 2 right now.
Okay, so they have one really, really good card in their deck and some other okay cards.
Yeah, that's what we've seen so far.
I think our average card quality is a little higher.
I'm honestly thinking about bringing out like maybe like Thunder Totem.
Because they're playing the Vithians. Haunted Plate Mail might be worth just playing anyways, but
I think so.
I'm willing to risk that. But like Thunder Totem, I'm not. Would you like to play first? Yes. Would you like to keep a hand with 1 land? No.
Yikes.
Would you like to keep a land with 3 land? Yes. And both of my colorless sources.
Yeah.
Excellent.
3 lands is what I've decided is the perfect number of hands to have in an opening hand. I can't keep a hand with more or less than that, because then I either flood or screw. I have to have exactly 3.
I feel that. And then we also get to gain life off of our colorless creatures off the Tomb of the Spirit Dragon.
Nettle Sentinel. That's an interesting include.
So I just want to edict that, or actually no, I want to wait until they maybe cast Regeneration on it.
Yeah, we can catch them.
Maybe they attack and play Aggressive Urge, you know?
It's an instant. we're probably going to end up verdicting it anyways, because they're probably, even if they play another creature, like they're probably going to sack the Nettle Sentinel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we play a worse creature than Nettle Sentinel, then we play the verdict.
Do I just burn it here then? And step? Or do I just... I could wait it one more turn.
You have nothing to do next turn, so like,
Yeah,
you might as well hold on to it. Unless you draw something, but...
We have no 3-drops in our deck now that we took the totem out, so
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to draw the...
Okay, yeah, so... Like, we had nothing to do with our mana anyway, so...
Yeah, the card we would have drawn that was 3 cost would be Prismatic Shards, or was it the other one? I forgot which one we kept.
Yeah, whichever. So here's the cool thing.
They have to main phase.
They have to main phase something... Holy shit.
Stomping Ground.
Oh my god.
Nice
Off
fixing.
their Mountain Valley.
And
then-
enters tapped, and then there's... Okay, then they have... yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, yeah. Mountain Valley. Do you want to?
I'm gonna let them resolve that edict to them. Like...
Yeah,
we'll let them decide.
because...
Yeah, but-
Yeah.
Mountain Valley is the old bad fetches. They don't. The Stomping Ground can interplay untapped. It's just they decided to.
Yeah. Now the hope here would be drawing a 4-drop.
That'd be... We have lots of them, so...
Yeah.
We do have plenty of those. They're
Hell,
probably
we
gonna draw,
boarded
like,
it.
some...
Hey! Sweet, my plan worked.
Hey,
Yes, excellent. We will take 2 damage to get your,
your battle
ramp off of the field.
Hey, and it's bat. Perfect.
Oh man, that is excellent.
You're the one I wanted to see here. Because that is some life gain.
And like now we're gonna see them, drop their ranger, but
Then who cares? We attack him for 7.
Right!
You will fight this!
You must die!
You dare bring Dawnbreak Ranger into my lair?
Hey, there's regeneration.
It's Regeneration X.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
oh
on
my
there.
god.
No, Regeneration X is what killed our
That's
knight.
That's what killed our
See,
knight.
now they're gonna be able to play that the slow trip card whose name I forget already.
Well-
Not Aggressive Urge.
Well,
Yeah.
And they're gonna do it here. Here comes aggressive not aggressive urge to +1/+1 feral instinct.
And untap it. Let's do it. Come on.
Now, obviously, I didn't even try to block because it can regen. Why would I even give it a...
Yeah. What?
Mhm.
So, next
Now they can
turn...
block with. Now they have a 2/2 to block with. They can regenerate. Well, I can't
Yeah.
regenerate this turn because it.
I'm actually kind of stunned by them using their trick. That actually
Yeah,
seems more valuable outside of...
Well, it probably means they had no other plays.
Or they were... they're trying to find something. I hope they have to double burn spell Reality Smasher.
They just
It'd be
mind
wonderful.
twist them.
Have to spend 4 mana or 4 cards to get rid of it.
Yeah, so mind twist that incidentally is also like a ball lightning.
And we get Kozilek's Translator as a blocker on the next
All right.
turn. So
So they were going all in on their 2/2. We got a 5/5 and a 2/2 in the air. So
yep, you can go all in you want on.
the nice thing is that because regeneration makes you tap, they need to keep casting green spells to keep their
Oh, that's-
Yeah, Nettle Sentinel's kind of the worst creature to put regeneration on, isn't
Ooh,
it?
Yeah.
what a blocker! Reach Death Touch.
That's
Ooh,
not
Kessid
bad.
Recluse is pretty good.
Yeah, you
Can
lose.
we draw one of our 2 removal spells?
Oh, I drew Hornet Harasser.
That can attack into Kessid Recluse.
Hmm. Or do I just attack with Reality Smasher, trade there, and then my bat is active? Is that worth it?
You could, if you were a Dumbo, attacking with both just seems bad, actually.
Both
Yeah.
is not what's happening here. That's not.
Yeah.
I was thinking like Smasher alone, but I.
My thought is get down the Hornet Harasser. You can attack with that next turn. Because my thought is that I don't know. How worried are we about our opponent's deck, being able to come out and just ruin us?
Yeah, do they have a spell that can reasonably kill Reality Smasher?
I doubt it.
Like, because my thought is that like if we just don't attack with our creatures right now, like we just maintain a, they can't attack us. They can attack us if they're can't say recluse, but that'd be a bad idea. So
And I can't really attack with that if we play the Hornet Harasser either. The Harasser would also enable attacks with the bat, because you just attack with both. And then you just kind of trade 2 for 3.
Problem is, I'm honestly thinking, like, Kozilek's Translator and Hornet Harasser are going to be big enough to, like, stall the ground.
yeah. So
I think it's
Yeah.
correct just to attack
sure.
with the Smasher. Like, they take some damage and then...
honestly, I might attack with.
No, with
attack
both.
with both?
I don't like attacking
not
with
with
both.
Yeah.
Attack with both, they just regenerate the Sentinel and eat the bat.
My other thought that's much sillier is you down the Translator, and then you can start just
Gaining some life.
gaining life every turn.
Right.
You
Like,
can,
gain 2 life repeatedly every turn, and then your opponent
you can also,
But
if you have to use the Translator's ability to... Oh no, they're going to give it first strike?
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, they're definitely the combat trick deck.
Yeah, I want to note, I always thought this card, I remember talking about this a lot when it came up. This is the most bored-looking combat trick in the known universe.
Yeah, that man, what's his name? Ichabod Crane is very bored to be chopping up this monster.
Alright, well, I'm going to play Translator.
Yep.
We're probably going to lose to that combat trick. Although that is a rather good combat trick, because if you do happen to escalate it, then...
Escalate is kicker. You can pay the cost. You can pay 3 to pick both modes.
Yeah, of all of the... Magic is famous for having many mechanics that are just kicker. Escalate is probably the most...
Yeah.
The only non-kicker mechanic that is more like kicker than escalate is multi-kicker.
I would argue that escalate is actually one of the more interesting forms of kicker that there are, because you get to choose either mode as the unkicked mode.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, that's the thing about it, is that there's a lot more choice in it, especially when you have a card like...
really, escalate's Entwine.
Well, which is kicker. Like,
Which is kicker.
Which is kicker,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, escalate's really just Entwine that you get to, put more than one option on, so...
I have the feeling we're going to play Hornet Harasser and then gain some life.
Yep.
You could pay a life to add a colorless, so you could gain a life off that.
If we draw Angelic Purge, it'll be great, though, because we sack the Hornet Harasser to eat their Nettle Sentinel and destroy and exile the spider.
And they're flashing in their chaos.
Sure.
Chaos reigns.
Which can't attack, again, Kozilek's Translator's in play, so... The big thing about this is that when we saw our opponent's deck, Orcish Oriflame, sure, when we saw our opponent's deck, they did not show us any reason for me to think that they were a Gruul deck with, big 6-mana 6/6 creature, because, Orcish Oriflame is a card that says to me, I'm going little, I'm going wide, and regeneration, their combat tricks also all speak to,
they are playing the, tempo plan with this deck.
Yeah, I really want Recluse gone so that I can start attacking in the air. If I draw one of my 3-power flyer, I'd start attacking with that.
Yeah.
Because, what they'll do is, if you attack them with that, they'll block with the Defender or with the Nettle Sentinel and regenerate it, and then, you get to, kill their Nettle Sentinel with -2/-2. But...
You can, for fun, you can use the mana from Kozilek's Translator to gain 0 life.
So this is the secret of what my games are actually like, which is I go one game where I don't draw any lands, and I go another game where I draw far too many.
No, our opponent's Gruul. Orcish Oriflame is an extremely Gruul card, and so are all these combat tricks. Our opponent is quite the beatdown. It's just that, a 3/5 is kind of stuffing what they've got.
I mean, you block with the Hornet Harasser, don't you?
Yeah, just get that the heck out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah, because if they...
even if they have a trick, you can get rid of one of their creatures with it, so...
Like, they're gonna regen. The thing is, they're gonna regen and then spend a +X spell on Nettle Sentinel to, like, do...
So you just forget about the Nettle Sentinel then? Like, just target their defender?
No.
Well, they can do it for anything, yeah.
Here's the thing. They're spending a removal spell here. Like, they're spending their plum spell.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why they're spending their plum spell. They just need to regen.
Yeah, why are they doing that now?
Yeah, they just need to regen, because now we just destroy the Defender of Chaos. So really, we just 2-for-1 them.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wanted this off the table so that I could block with Kozilek's Translator later.
Yeah, because they kind of have to do something to untap their Nettle Sentinel, because it just, once if they regenerate it, it's tapped forever, kind of.
Yeah.
Really, it was a thirsty choice putting that regeneration on Nettle Sentinel of all creatures. If that was on their Spider, we'd basically be out of the game.
Yeah, we'd have to draw Angelic Purge, so...
Which we would love to draw, because before it was untenable to sack a land. Now it is very good to sack a land.
Please.
I would love to sacrifice a land.
What factions have been regulated in the past besides Rule? What were the old... What was Thornscape? Was that...
Hey,
fantastic.
Naya. We have had plenty mana to cast Bolt-Leaf Liege.
We can play our 3-mana 4/4. Or 4-mana 4/4. Excuse me.
I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
If it was 3-mana 4/4, it would be Loxodon Smiter.
Like now, even if they have their fight spell, they can't do anything about that. So.
Which, coincidentally, Loxodon Smiter is just Bolt-Leaf Liege without some extra lines of text.
A little bit. If Nettle Sentinel comes in again, I'm just letting it come in. Looks like they're playing...
They find their dragon.
Burning Tree Bloodscale.
They didn't bloodthirst that. So this is just a 4-mana 2/2 with abilities.
Yeah,
it's a much better card as a 3/3, I have to say.
So part of the things about it is that it makes things unable to block it, and target creatures must block it. Basically, all it can do is force my bat into combat.
Yep. If it were a 3/3, then it would destroy the bat. But it's not a 3/3. Now it can trade for the bat.
God, this deck doesn't have a debt to the Deathless.
God. For how many times you drew it, your last one didn't either.
Yeah. Fair. Like, are they just gonna kill my bat? I don't even know how relevant that is.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, and at this point, you have if you draw your return like all your creatures from your like grave, whatever that spell is called.
Yeah,
Death Denied.
Death Denied. Like, yes, fine. I'll get back 3 creatures from my yard.
Why shouldn't I be doing my Zap?
Hey, it's Forge Devil. Yeah.
Forge Devil's great. It's not going to do much here, though.
Yeah, it's going to ping for one.
It's adorable, though.
That gets my clock down.
Sure paid a lot of mana for that.
Did they play the wrong spell, I wonder?
Maybe they have something now?
I think they just played it.
Maybe they were just clowning us.
So I want to play all but one of my lands because of Death Denied.
Yep, we have an X spell in the deck. Well, we're gonna gain a life every turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
Opponent's the one that needs to, figure out.
No!
No! You monster!
No. You know what I'm happy for? They didn't play that after we played Caustic Tar.
Yeah, that's true. We can still draw Caustic Tar and be fine.
That will win us the game very quickly.
Yeah, Caustic, we just got to activate it 3 times.
Yeah, 3 turns.
Yeah.
It's basically a 3/3 unblockable haste for 7 mana.
Yeah.
3/3 unblockable. No, it's 7 mana, 3/3 unblockable haste. Kind of.
But what if we instead drew more lands?
No, it's just going to make our Death Denied really good.
I'm sorry. We've drawn 11 lands in the top 17. That is me all over.
I know. Like we know how this works. Well,
our opponent's also kind of doing toilet stuff too.
Yeah,
well,
like
the problem is that Orcish Oriflame says, like, sooner or later we just go wide and they Burning Tree Bloodscale to lure my team, right? Like, they have the inevitability and we lose this game going long.
yeah,
That's true.
Because
especially now that we don't get life of return.
Yeah, because what'll happen is they'll attack all out, make like 2 of my creatures have to block Burning Tree Bloodscale, and then they'll hit me for 3, 6, 7, 11, and we're not gaining enough life. Okay, or if they're going to throw away their Burning Tree Bloodscale to kill
The bats.
Never mind, we good.
We good. You're just making our death denied better.
Yeah, we get to drain 2 offer death tonight now.
Quint's got some good aggressive creatures. The blood scale isn't so much, but Borderland Marauder has historically been a pretty good card. Back in the day, common red 2-drops were hard to get. That thing was just at a 3-power attacker.
Yes!
It's a white creature.
It is! It's a 4/6 flying wall of swords!
You know what? Thunder Spirit would actually have... I take that back. I was going to say Thunder Spirit would be bad, but Thunder Spirit would be a 3/3 first strike flyer.
3/3 first strike flyer, we can attack with.
They attack perfectly fine.
Unless
they're gonna play Vithian whatever. I always want to say Vithian Stinger, because that's also...
yeah.
Oh, Bomber Core.
The Bomber!
Ooh. That's not a good aggressive 2-drop, but it was good and it was playable in that one format. Oh, we can't play that because it'll kill us.
I would be forced to throw it away for nothing.
Yeah, just hold it in your hand until we get rid of that Recluse, because then it actually attacks fine.
It attacks through everything but the Recluse.
Right, so if we get rid of the Recluse, it's totally normal. But the Recluse needs to go away first. So.
Sorry, Erg Raiders.
So it's fine against Sentinel because the regen on the Sentinel taps it, and that actually expends a resource. The problem is the Recluse expends no resource and kills it.
Yeah, it just touches it, and then it's like, well, I guess I die.
Yep.
Oh, second red source. I wonder if that's what they were waiting for.
Yeah.
Well, they have one card in hand. I think they're playing off the top.
I feel like that card in hand is like, this doesn't strike me
They've had that one card in hand for a long time.
Yeah. Especially because, like if they had another land, they might have had a reason to play it because of the Burning Tree Bloodscale. I don't think they're sandbagging on land. I think they're sandbagging card that they couldn't use or didn't want to use.
Also, what did our opponent do to get 4 cards ahead of us?
Oh, shit. We mulliganed, and they
drew a card off of their
Feral Instinct, yeah.
And a fetch land.
Okay, yeah, alright.
Yeah, there I am. So we throw our least valuable creature in front of the Recluse, and then try to block elsewhere.
Yeah.
I think that means our least valuable creature is the Wiltleaf.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Because if we can get our Reality Smasher back in the yard,
okay,
we need our translator to
Sweet.
do it.
We're learning about what lightning bolt was in our opponent's hand. It's probably Dogpile or something like that. Collateral damage.
Oh, wow.
Which is bolt, so like they needed the Bomber Core plus.
Oh, okay. So they sacked a creature here. Okay, that seems fine, basically. Actually,
yeah.
Here's the thing.
If we block the Recluse at this point, we can eat 2 of their other creatures.
Well, I know for certain that I think we're definitely blocking the Marauder.
I think I'm gonna block the Recluse and get it off the table.
Okay.
Yeah, because it dulls so many of our cards, and they're giving up. Man, that was not a very good attack.
No, it was not. They really wanted to. I think they just want to get on to game 3.
Well, they had to get the Bomber Core activation, so maybe.
Yeah, so now we're at 13. Like things are pretty safe here.
Yeah, they've got a 2/2 and a 1/2.
They've got a tapped 2/2 and a Squire. So.
Also, we got a pretty good top deck.
And we drew our Tar.
So.
And we get to attack for 3.
Yeah. So they died next turn.
You played your Stone's Rain. Didst thou know our Tar?
Yeah, hold on to it next time.
Didst thou know our Tar poppeth severely? We put the Tar on.
Putting it on uplands.
That's fair. I mean, that's historically true, right? It's all the oil fields I know of are in fields.
Hmm. I hope they have Stone Rain 2. Damn it, no Stone Rain 2. Okay.
No, they play pillage. They play
Oh,
my
they got
favorite card
stolen
ever
from two
printed.
different sets.
Ooh.
Okay. Do I want Fog against this player?
I think you might. Fog could have
Might
like
want
Safe Passage would have been
Fog.
incredibly good against that
I think
attack
Safe
they had.
I think Safe Passage is better than Prismatic Strands. Although no
They
Strands
had a lot of green, or actually they were pretty red.
I want them
and green.
both.
Like, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, because they might let
Fog
us
3 times.
yeah, it's Fog a bunch. What
Yeah.
if they bring in their Flaring Pain though?
Mm.
Because Flaring Pain actually is the card in Pauper that you use to counter Prismatic Strands.
It's true. What do I want to cut? Skulking Knight, maybe? They have so many targeting cards.
There's a good point about
Yeah.
Caustic Tar, which is
They're playing a Stone Rain and a Vithian Stingers. I'm just going to keep saying that, even though it's not the card.
I'm gonna take out the
Viridian-
Knight. I'm gonna take out the Knight because they have so many targeting things. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. They do. They're playing Infinite Combat Tricks.
yeah. I'm gonna keep the Tar because that's like a reach card and I can...
Yeah.
Yeah,
And if
like-
you play it, you at least get to deal 3 damage to your opponent before they get to do anything about it, and then they have to spend a card on it. So
It's Viridian Renegades, right? Is that the name of the card?
Vithian Renegades.
It's Renegades. Something like that.
Viridian
This hand looks-
Forest, yeah.
yeah, I love
This-
that. This hand looks good.
fine.
We'll make Dark Blast do something.
I'm actually pretty happy to see Hornet Harasser against this opponent.
Yeah, Hornet Raster's great.
Yeah. And
Caustic Tar was only win more because our opponent made a highly questionable attack of desperation that they didn't need to make. If the board had remained as it was and we had just played the Caustic Tar, we might have narrowly won or lost. Like if they just built up resources and then like used that collateral damage to dome us.
Oh, they trying.
oh damn, hi, off white now. Doesn't mean Soul Nova is going to be a bit harder to cast unless we draw more planes, but
It's fine.
Well, you're here, so
yeah, no worries. We'll get all of them.
There we go.
Oh yeah,
Right on time. You get him, Golden Meadow Harrier.
deal
Get in
damage.
Wasn't Gold Meadow Harrier a preview card?
Well,
Like it
there-
existed as a token before it existed as a card?
Oh, damn it.
Oh no.
Fine.
Well, at least we can Dark Blast that, I guess.
Yeah, one last point of damage.
Really taking advantage of that mana advantage that they generated by by stone raining us.
They're gonna pump spell to save this.
I would love that.
They're
I would
gonna
love
pump
that
spell
so
to save
much.
this.
I mean, that's completely fine.
If they do that, do we dredge 3?
I don't think so. We do need to draw stuff for our hand to work. We can dredge it if they play Defender of Chaos.
Sure, yeah.
Because we can beat a 1/1 with the cards in our hand.
Yeah. I'm so happy they spent a one of their key pump spells there.
Like +2/+2 on 1 mana to save their 1/1 drop.
Please put regeneration on this card.
Please.
Oh, there's
My
Daybreak
God.
Ranger.
Okay.
So
Well, we can actually beat that with
Yeah.
Soul Nova. It's fine.
Yeah,
We
we
can
actually
also,
have a thing that can do.
we can also
yeah.
just beat that with Hornet Harasser. Like, if they
Yeah.
want to fight down Hornet Harasser, be
Yeah,
my
feel
guest.
free.
go right ahead.
Like, we're actually pretty good on.
It turns out if we ever got to 4 mana, they were dead.
They knew it. They knew the rules. So I can't play Bloodhunter Bat until this stupid idiot's dead.
Yeah.
That sucks.
It's a little sucky, yeah. Hopefully we draw Sanctum of Ugin, or actually I would prefer to draw Kozilek's Translator.
Yeah, that'd be excellent.
Translator. The cool thing about Translator that I've been liking is that the dog's body has been really key.
Yep.
Yeah. That card, I remember that card being pretty playable in it. Just because you had reasons to have big mana in that format, that also was just like
Yeah.
a reasonable body.
Next turn I get to have Soul Nova up, so that's pretty good. Here comes Orchestra Flame.
Plus a lot of the A lot of the Awakened cards
I
were
mean,
3/3s.
Okay, if they attack with Forge Double, do we block?
Yeah, because I get a 2-for-1.
Yeah, it's Devour.
And
Or no matter what, they just spend a combat turn to save their Daybreak Ranger.
What are they-
Actually, wait, no. What the fuck they have? Like red does not pump power.
Yeah.
So yes.
They have
No. They have just one card in Magic that does it. Brute Force.
Well, the Titans as well. There's a couple. Here's the thing, though.
Nah.
Here's the thing, though. I think they have the first strike trick. I'm just gonna go ahead and
Oh yeah.
block them.
Who cares? You can still just block the Ranger even if they have the first strike trick.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
when it dies, it kills it.
And if they don't have the first strike trick,
Then you kill both.
I kill both.
Like this is a very poor attack on our opponent's part.
Yeah. So
Maybe
they're gonna spend the borrowed hostility. Yep, there it is. Borrowed hostility for
They
first
could
strike.
have like no answer to Hornet Harasser in their deck, and they just wanted to just get it over with. Like this
Problem
was
is
going
they could
to
just
happen eventually.
Problem is they could just
They
wait for
didn't-
this to flip and then do it. Like,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
flipping would work, or just attacking with just the Forge Devils.
all right, I want to draw into one of those cards we talked about. The dogs would be really good.
I would accept any castable spell.
Do I want to dredge?
That is a castable spell. You can hold it up after playing the bats.
I'm gonna get it back.
Yeah.
This seems fine. We're gonna mill Death Denied, but it's fine.
We're gonna mill all the cards we wanted to draw.
We milled land, Urg Raiders, Caustic Tar, the only one I care about in there.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
okay. Yeah, sure.
We have other ways of dealing with problems.
The question is, do we Dark Blast now, or do we wait for them to spend another removals like combat trick to save it?
I'm probably Dark Blast now.
Okay.
Yeah. Their combat tricks don't do anything if they don't have a creature in play.
Yeah, and then I have Soul Nova up for future. And if they play, the other thing I like about this is that it spends the Dark Blast. So if they play out another X1, Defender of Chaos, for instance.
Yeah, then we can just chomp them.
Yeah, then I just get to go pick it up and eat it. So if they play a big creature here, we have Soul Nova for that.
Maybe they even have equipment in their deck. Speaking of, I wouldn't mind drawing our equipment.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh my God! Here comes an oldie.
Hey, it's Augustus.
Oh man. Yeah, all right, you earned that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, this 5-mana destroy target, 2 toughness creature.
that's 5 for 4. That's like a reasonable trade.
Yeah.
Alright, it's fine. Play all my lands because at this point, drawing into Death Denied is really good.
How many creatures do we have in the yard? 1, 2,
4.
3, 4. Yeah,
Oh boy.
had to lean in.
Just
my
Yeah,
horrible
same.
eyes.
The same exact thing.
Okay, they played a 4-mana 2/2.
Tomb of the Spirit Dragon. Hell yes, hell yes, hell yes.
Oh hell yes! Here we go.
Incoming.
Yeah. We drew our 2-card combo. Land that cast our splash.
I mean, I've cast this 3 times now.
Yeah.
This is an extremely good include.
Pretty happy. Also, their Stone Rain's gone, so now I've just got life gain. All right, come on.
Yeah.
You can gain a life every turn now.
Teamer
One
Rune
more.
Mark. Which again, we
that-
knew. We knew that they were.
We knew about that, yeah.
We knew that they were on that style of deck.
Okay.
Team Rune Mark's also a pretty reasonable card.
Yeah, +2/+2, and then trample if you have a red or blue permanent.
Hmm.
So cool thing here is that we can gain some life and Soul Nova. They cannot target Reality Smasher right now. And the moment that 4/4 gets into combat, or that 5/4 gets into combat next turn, we eat it.
Devour.
Yep.
Devour.
Oh no, the oof! They're deploying the
no.
oofs!
Run out the youths.
Alright. One thing
Empire... Yeah.
One thing I'm really happy about here is that I can't deploy the vampire. They can just force it to block, and then I get nothing out of it. The thing that's pretty strong here is that they can just the oof gives them a turn.
Yeah, because they can gain 3 life. It could be healings, leaves.
Mm-hmm.
I still find it really funny that Healing Salve became a playable trick if you just entwine it for 1 mana.
Alright, so let's exile that attacker. And then they Vines of the Vastwood on my dumb ass?
Ranger's Guile.
No. So the big trick from Stonewood Invocation.
The Stonewood Invocation.
You ever played against Stonewood Invocation? I don't know how many people played Standard and Time Spiral.
Or there's also the one-man combat trick from +1/+1 and Hexproof from there's +2/2 Hexproof from
Blossom.
Yeah.
Blossom Defenses. Yes.
Yeah, a modern played card and also a legacy played card.
It's a very good combat trick.
Yeah.
People still play Infect, it turns out.
All right, let's roll into our final match.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good. But yeah, the for those who didn't play during Time Spiral, Stone Invocation is green 3 for +5/+5. Shroud.
Split second.
I think it's Shroud, and then it's
Shroud,
and it's split second.
It's got a picture of a unicorn on it.
And the play that it made, the play that I remember for was turn 1 you played Birds or Elves of Deep Shadow. Turn 2 you played Oran Viper.
Yep.
A 1/3 with Death Touch, fake Death Touch. It's like
slow touch.
Yeah, and when this deals damage to a player, draw a card. Then on turn 3, you would attack, and your opponent would go, mortify your guy.
Your Ophidian, yeah.
And then he would go, take 6, and I'll draw a card.
Take 6, I'll draw a card, yeah. And even if they were playing, counter spells, you can't counter spell with split second.
Yeah.
Well, you can, because Future Sight and Time... Oh, this is a...
I can't.
This is a mulligan.
I can't keep this.
Because Time Spiral was an impossible block. It had in it the card that created the confusion of Split Second in the form of Void Mage Prodigy. Or not Void Mage Prodigy. One of the different Void Mages. Was it Void Mage Apprentice? Which one flipped to counter
Willbender.
Spell?
You're looking for Willbender, which is the one that which was reprinted that caused the issue.
No, it was Void Mage Apprentice.
Well, that wasn't the one that was reprinted. Willbender was.
Willbender was, yeah.
That one was in back then. Monakin.
Ooh.
Just
Monakin.
Just Monakin.
Not even Milliken. Monakin is cute art.
I guess I'm the fool for putting Dark Blast on the bottom of my deck, but I want to get lands.
It's never... We'll just have to shuffle somehow. It's fine.
Yeah, we've got search effects. Okay.
But yeah, anyways, the reason Willbender, which was a morph that morphed up to change the target of a spell within a single target.
So I need this known for the future games. Just keep the goddamn...
Yeah, the opponent's deck looks pretty...
Yeah, we've
So we're effectively trading with their guy there, because we're going to be attacking with Earth Raiders, even though it has 0 power. What land was that they just played? Oh, wow, Ongoing Investigation's a good card.
Yeah. So they get to attack for 1 or 2, and then they...
Warped Landscape, wow.
Yeah. Attune with Ether, banned card. Known banned card.
Yep, known banned cards.
Wow.
So I want it known. I bought him the deck to Dark Blast on the Mold of 5 here.
Can't believe what a sad Earth Raiders.
Yeah, we blocked. We got blocked by an infect creature, so it became a 0/1 that has to attack.
Yep, it's just gonna keep attacking.
Sadly, it keeps us from activating our Haunted Plate Mail, but gladly we can equip it with the Haunted Plate Mail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or 4/5 that has to attack.
A 4/5 that has to attack.
You sound slightly further away. Your mic might be on your
my mic might be a little bit further away from my face.
Yep, there you go.
Ooh, planes.
So Ongoing Investigation is very, very good, by the way.
Yeah, it's like a small ball coastal piracy. And then you can gain some life off it incidentally.
Yeah. Also, good art. Just a bunch of people out in the field, like lanterns looking at the grass.
Oh no, here goes Ur Graders. I'm sorry.
In you go. Okay, do we play Haunted Plate Mail or do we play Thunder Totem? Or Skulking Knight? Several options.
Haunted Plate Mail's pretty safe.
Yeah.
Like, if they exile or kill or bounce my Hornet Harasser, I get a 4/4. Yeah, so our opponent's on a lot of ramp, a lot of fixing, a lot of...
Yeah, they might... This is indicative of either they had a weird pile or they have some powerful cards in separate
Powerful
colors.
cards, you say? Powerful cards, you say?
We have one draw step to kill that.
Yeah, so I need to draw right now. Guess Verdict does not do it because I...
Now we got an Angelic Per...
Alright, equipping Haunted Plate Mail. Let's,
That's
okay,
Rumble.
the race
Shit.
begins.
Whew.
Yeah, we cannot beat our opponents cards-wise. We can only beat them via killing.
Yep, let's deal lethal damage.
Thing is, they're gonna outrace us too.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the Skulking Knight will get there. I don't know.
Oh no, they're playing a Fabricate card, so they can just make infinite
Chumpers
while they attack with the Sphinx.
This game is incredibly over. We're just going to wait to see them play more cards, because they're going to draw so many. Of course they're going to play more.
Mm-hmm.
Our opponent is in a
Oh,
strong
no.
position.
Holy shit.
So
Remember when I said our opponent might have powerful cards in several colors?
Yeah, so Stoic Angel is one of my favorite. This is a really interesting card from Shards. Players can't untap more than one creature, and it's got like the Lightning Angel stat line.
Man, that card cheats. It's got Vigilance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She cheats. So I guess they're going to be untapping a Consecrated Sphinx, if I had to guess.
Weird. Also, they get to investigate. They get to keep making clues.
Yep.
I think we still have the turn to draw Angelic Purge. And we're probably still losing, but okay, we're losing. Well, we'll just play some more cards.
Once again, yeah, let our opponent see, show us more of their deck if they want to.
Yeah. They took that hit.
Okay.
How do we sideboard against a much better deck? Actually, you know what it is? I think I know how we sideboard against this deck. Reality Smasher may be out. Or maybe Thunder Totem or something, I don't know. Phyrexian Juggernaut in.
The Juggernaut.
Just to be like, hey, what's up? We are playing a different game now.
So here's my game plan, alright?
Okay, first plan. Keep...
Mountain! Oh god, they search for red.
We're looking at information that we can't utilize. Johnny Lifestrider, the impossible card! I hope it bugs things again. Please, we'll win. We'll win if that happens.
I'm really pretty sure that opponent keeps showing us things. They know they've won this.
The problem is that I actually thought that there was an out up until that Johnny Lifestrider.
Yeah, now we can't even win through combat because they're 18. Oh, no, they didn't tap 99 cards. Oh, well.
I mean, they did just tap all their board, and they just tap one thing a turn.
Yeah, but the thing they untap is Consecrated Sphinx.
Yeah.
I don't think this is done quite yet.
No.
Because they tapped their entire board.
So, once again, we have the turn to draw Angelic Purge. And they're just going to sack, token. But they'll lose a life, and that might be important. Actually, no, what if they untap the sacrificed your Stoic Angel?
That's what my thought was.
That was why
that
was why I went for it right there, is that maybe they were going to... That's the only time where they would have thought about it.
We get another card to... Yeah.
No, but I actually think if they sacrificed their Stoic Angel, it'd be worse for us. Okay, the rats.
If we get to see another card, it's probably going to be a land, but we get to see it.
Okay. I want to see the red splash. Changeling Sentinel.
I remember that card being vaguely playable.
Well, they Thunder Totem it temporarily becomes a 2/2 flying.
Mm-hmm. Which can't really attack into a 3/4.
And Johnny Lifestrider's a 2/8, so my attacks are off.
Lordy.
Yeah, I think we're done here.
Yep.
Let's see if they play another card.
Yeah, I mean, they still have to attack you twice more to kill you, so...
So their base blue-green. Prismatic Strands still works well, naming either blue or green. But we don't know what the red is. That could make shelter thing better. Not shelter. Wish we had shelter. But so we're holding hope against hope.
Because of Stoic Angel, I've actually got lines I think win us this game. It's really dumb, but the fact that their entire set of blockers is tapped down has me feeling like there is still a chance. Like, so say I draw Prismatic Strands and fog them twice.
Yeah, then maybe we can get in there.
Yikes! Murder!
We're gonna fucking ruin you.
It just annihilated.
Yeah. Our opponent's deck is very, very good.
Yeah, I'm actually scared of the red most of all.
What is it?
Because their deck is already good enough not to splash a red card. They're making their deck worse. I can't think of a red card I would splash.
Well, here's the thing. Like, that could be America colors, it could be Teamer colors, like, it could be just, it could be Ral Zarek, I don't know.
I'm putting them base blue-green. The white, I think, is obviously for the Stoic Angel.
Sure, but red, the fact that they're doing this, and look at how much fixing they have with the Warp Landscape, Attune to the Aether, they could just be doing anything.
They're playing the Changeling, which is... That's if they're just splashing for the Angel, there's no reason to play that unless they have some kind of... subtype caring about her.
Or they just wanted a Vigilance creature to go with Stoic Angel? Like, is that really, like, that? Or, wow, applied Biomancy,
So they do an extra damage to us and they murder our Skulking Knight. Okay.
I still don't get why they're showing us all these cards.
Well, it helps them win just because they...
I don't know if it does. Like, they didn't need to take that life shard. They could just, like, it's the same clock if they just attacked their creatures in the air.
It's kind of a compunction because they have all this extra... They're drawing so many extra cards per turn, it kind of helps them to spend the cards they have.
I suppose, because they have to discard anyway, but...
So we're upgrading the rat into a 4/4, and the Thunder Spirit can chump one of the flyers.
Which isn't enough. They kill us here, so...
Yeah.
All right. So... Oh.
So Dark Blast is very good.
Yeah, putting that on bottom was a unknown mistake ahead of time. I should have kept that on top.
Right.
Do I want...
It's hard, I hate to stab you, but I don't like calling that a mistake because a mistake implies that there was you had the foreknowledge to know.
Sure.
It would have been good to have it on top.
Yeah,
it would have been good to have that card.
It was a hindsight.
It's a thing that at least that I expect people on a comment to be like.
Yeah, that's a Twitch chat mistake. Wow. It's like, yeah, I told you should have kept the Dark Blast. Everybody knows that green and islands means one toughness. Everybody knows that. Even though you didn't,
and everybody knows that before you can see your opponents. You should have recognized that.
You should have recognized that. If you have
anyway.
Okay. Any
I don't really see that. I like Prismatic Strands because it stopped a lot of their flyers. It stopped a lot of their... I like it still over Safe Passage because it's okay, I can stop... Maybe I do want Safe Passage in here too, but...
The Juggernaut is highlighted.
Angel... okay, Wall of Swords blocks their Angel, does not do anything against...
I don't think that's worth bringing in.
No.
So we lost to Consecrated Sphinx. Who would have imagined?
So I'm going to bring out Smasher and Translator, bring in Phyrexian Juggernaut, and also bring in... Wow, I've got the Flaring Pain.
We do have Flaring Pain. I don't think... Does Lost Leonin get there if we have another Infect creature?
We poured into our Infect plan.
Our 2-card Infect plan.
Yeah.
That's just dumb
I'd
enough.
say
I'm gonna
either-
do it anyway.
I would say either that or the. I also say that. I mean, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter because it's on a different plan than your opponent. You know, like Lost Leonin does not like really aggressive because it doesn't deal damage with your other low cost creatures, but it's gonna get a creature down early, I think.
Okay, got a hand I can
Okay.
keep.
This
Yeah,
is a capable hand.
and
We
like
gotta-
you can the Harrier can like keep your opponent's mana creature stats. It can be a Rishadan port.
Yeah.
It can be Rishdan Port, yeah. Maybe we can Get's Verdict something.
Because I drew that third untapped land, I get to play the swamps here, and then on turn 3, Thunder Totem into Harrier.
And the next turn, Vampire Revenant, and then play the Basilica.
Very happy about them missing these like land drops, their acceleration drops.
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause it means that when they play Consecrated Sphinx, maybe Get's Verdict will do something. Yeah, here's their token, their Phyrexian Digester.
It's a lot of swamps, huh?
Man, if
Yeah.
only our Tar was a corrupt.
So I don't give a crap about Digester hitting me.
Yeah, that could hit us.
Yeah, whatever.
That could hit us
4 times.
Yeah, it could hit us 8 times, and we'll be
Oh,
fine. Okay, maybe we care about the Digester now. What other artifacts did they show?
Clue tokens. They made a shit ton of clue tokens.
Oh no!
Oh,
Okay, so maybe if they attack with the Digester, we trade with it? They also realized that, okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's pretty good. That goes into our flyer pretty okay.
What if we just attack them for 7 3 times?
You know that our opponent, Consecrated Sphinx has 6 toughness.
Also can be tapped by Gold Meadow Harrier.
Yes.
Up your nose with a rubber hose. Oh, also, if we can ever activate the plate armor, it just blocks Etch Champion.
Yeah.
It's like you're
Yep.
a 2/2. Get over yourself.
Honk!
Jeez. I mean, you tap one of them now, right?
Yeah, and I just take the infect damage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Man, that even dealt the damage in the form of -1/-1 counters.
Yep.
That's pretty funny.
If we
That
draw a
was-
second White Source, then we can start blocking with Thunder Spirit. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, Bat's also pretty good. Bat, I think.
I think I want to
You-
equip Haunted Plate Mail.
Yeah,
we wanna
you
equip
equip the
first.
plate mail. I think the next turn though, we want to make sure we can like get rid of that that bat if we can.
Can we equip and also like do Get's Verdict?
Yes. Because like as a 2/1, it's like whatever. But as a 3/2, it's like that's actually a reasonable clock if we can't like ever block it. So
Yeah. And like the cool thing here is that like they can't just go like
okay. Oh man, if they don't interact, they're dead next turn, aren't they?
Yeah.
Guess the verdict's end of turn.
Yeah.
100 bat attack
Yeah.
for 7. They die.
Mm-hmm. So
Whew.
they could just die here. Drawing another White Source would also allow us to do that.
the reason I didn't get Verdict here is because this means if they have a second Nissa's Judgment, I can just kind of like, wow, sliver creatures you control have Death Touch. M15.
Imagine if they had a second Mrs. Judgment.
Is that why they were playing the Changeling? Just like a 3/2
Oh.
Death Touch Vigilance?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You do this now. That is obviously the worst creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a ground pounder with. I've played 2-mana 1/1 Death Touch before. I'm not proud.
And they have a fight spell to go with it. Nope, they have a bounce spell to go with it.
Applied
Okay.
Biomancy. Yeah.
Next turn I can just play both of my flyers.
Yep. And the next your opponent dies if they don't have interaction. 2 pieces of interaction.
And an Angelic Purge to back this up. Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Feeling big, strong, and green.
Yeah. So our opponent didn't have the like ramp stuff that they had last time, so their start here is so much slower and less
Yeah, plus
scary.
They're playing their chaff too. They're like they
Yeah.
had one good card, one pretty good card, and then like Grey Ogre and
Grey Ogre with
2/1/1.
upside if they
God,
drew another one of their good cards
what
last
if their mountain is actually mountain plus swamp for like sliver bullshit?
Yeah. They have striking sliver.
No.
Yeah.
They have like sliver queen or
Queen.
sliver overlord or some
Sliver hive.
and that's why they're playing changelings.
Mm-hmm. Well, what did we learn?
I'm thinking about safe passage.
It does prevent them from producing clue tokens. It
Well,
also
The thing
it also they have artifacts, so like the purge might not do anything.
well, the thing is, like, I'm thinking about keeping the trance and the safe passage, like,
Ooh, okay, that seems fine.
because it counters their fight spell.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know what else I would want. Like, maybe I don't want Lost Leonin and I just give up on that.
That's
That
probably
seems fine to
fair.
me.
We called that dumb, and we did it as a joke, so I'm okay.
And then
undoing
nothing
it as
came up because of it, and now we can get rid of the joke.
yeah, now we can get the joke was fun. We put the joke in a box. The joke's over now. This might be a Malone.
And the joke is already like stock is way up in safe passage as far as joke goes.
How good would this hand be if it had Lid and Lost Leonin in it? You know, we play Goblin Piker.
Oh, I'm keeping this. This has Dark Blast in it.
Hey, we know Dark Blast is known.
Word,
good
yeah,
Okay,
no, that's no good card, Dark Blast.
Do I want Hornet Harasser against this opponent? I think I actually want to find more relevant cards than Hornet
No,
Harasser.
yeah, I'll get rid of that one. That's kind of slow, and we already have like removals.
Yeah, I would keep the Hornet Harasser if we didn't already have a 4-drop
Ooh,
in our
look,
hand.
Merfolk Spy.
Look at a 1/1 that's going to die instantly. I dare you to play more 1/1s. I dare you. We're going to play Urg Raiders and we're going to attack you.
Yeah, so we just play the Dark Blast, and if they we play Dark Blast at end of turn, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe we do it on combat just because the Merfolk Spy does something.
It lets them look at a card in our hand at random.
One card at random of our hand. So like, I don't know. What are the odds they play a like mannequin here?
What if they? Oh yeah, we do it end of turn then. Did we just? What if it reveals Dark Blast?
That's fine.
Good for them. You know what also reveals Dark Blast?
Us casting.
You
Dark
sitting
Blast.
on there casting Dark Blast.
Yeah.
Swamp entered revealed card zone.
Okay, they gained no information.
Ha! We have more lands in hand. Do you know we didn't keep a one-lander?
Although we might not play the Swamp next turn. We probably will because we want to play Urg Raiders.
Yeah.
Urg Raiders can still attack. I can play Plains.
Oh, yeah. There we
No,
go.
I didn't play Plains because they know about the
Yes.
swamp.
Yeah, they know about the Swamp.
They know the swamp, you're right. And also, this means that next turn we can play Arcane Sanctum and still Guess Verdict.
Oh, hey, look! Phyrexian Digester. Oh, weird. Alright, I wonder what I'm going to do here. Let's go ahead and
That's
click
yeah,
on the Dark
we're gonna-
Blast, and then we put Skulking Knight, Haunted Plate Mail, and a swamp in the yard.
Well, goodbye Forever Haunted Plate Mail. That's kind of a bummer. But
that's it's we drew it. We played a no. We played our opponent played 3 mana. Each player discards a card. That's all they did.
And that's Champion.
cool.
Okay, so
That's a 2/2 against our 2/3.
that's a Grey Ogre. We're going to play a 3/1 flyer.
Yep.
Man, Dredge is so weird. Do you know if you're playing Sylvan Library and you,
Yes,
you know,
I do know if
and
you're
you-
playing Sylvan Library.
If you're playing Sylvan Library and you use the draw triggers off the library to return 2 Dredge cards, you don't have to pay the life to keep them in your hand because you didn't draw them.
What's the...
Right. Let's see. Merfolk Spy is another Merfolk that they have in their deck.
They passed on it. They didn't search.
Okay,
Yeah,
Merfolk
but-
Spy is their other Merfolk in the deck.
Well, they have changelings. But they're
they-
off white. They're off white. They
They're
don't-
oh, they're off
yeah.
white, yeah. So they don't want to put them on top.
Conveniently, we can attack in 2 or 3/2.
Yeah, that's nice.
We're probably playing Guess Verdict this turn, though,
Yeah.
just because the race. If we were dumb, we could have dredged the Dark Blast just to like make them not able to block the Urg Raiders, but
I did consider it, and like after drawing the land, I felt like, whoops, I've made the wrong decision. But
But how would you know you've drawn another land? It's me. It's that I'm why you would have known.
Right.
we're killing them relatively quickly with our.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get verdict there.
Yeah.
Oh man, they have They're doing Return to Ravnica Defender Tribal.
Ooh.
We dredging dredging isn't so good against the Doorkeeper.
Well, only mills for 1. All right, they've got Sphinx mana, so here comes. Oh no, they're just milling us.
Oh, I'm very into that. Another land, please. Yes.
Let's draw Death Denied.
Thank you.
Wait.
Another land though.
It's fine. We only have so many of those in the deck.
4 lands in a row.
We're getting through it. It's a land pocket. That means our other cards.
Hey, they milled Ghoul Caller's Accomplice.
Oh.
Hey, we get a 3/2/2. We can like do that at instant speed. No, it's a sorcery speed. That's right.
Still though, that's a card they gave us. So thank you.
Also,
we have managed to, because we drew all those lands. We've managed to do everything.
Also, my draw was pretty good.
Yeah, that's beautiful draws.
Put our opponent to 1.
Put our opponent to 1 with two flyers. We have lethal damage on the board.
Yeah, play Sphinx now, jerk.
Oh god. Yeah.
Play your mythic that's better than every other card in the pool. We've seen one card almost as good as that in the entire Chaos draft, and it was the guy who had Sorin.
3/0 Chaos.
There we go. That's a good send off, I think.
Yep. I feel I only have one regret.
Is it that we didn't cast Death to the Deathless?
What's the red?
We didn't know. Can you ask them?
What's the red?
Can we draw cards from our opponent's deck?
Do they have does this person have a Twitter?
Show chat doesn't work anymore.
Oh.
So, I guess let us all speculate. What do you think the red was?
Okay, they do have a Twitter. They haven't tweeted since the 2nd, so they might not be an active Twitterer.
Right. What do you? I would. No, I would not. Please do not. Nobody do that. Nobody do that.
Nobody do that.
Nobody do that.
Okay.
that is a directive.
We do have to look though. What is the red?
So like
lightning bolts?
Do you think because a teamer card would work? Some sort of like, wait, no. I know what it is.
I think it was a merfolk. I think it was the goblin merfolk. The blue-red one that 2/2 that taps to deal damage.
I think it was an etched oracle.
Galvanic blast.
Okay, Daybreak Ranger activation.
Okay, all right. Nice. Those are all good. All right.
They had 2 and it was Shivan Dragon.
So, anyway, that's what we got for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you, Kabanaw and Gnomebitten, for jumping in on this one.
Yeah, sure.
Glad
to be here for one of them.
Yeah, glad to have you jump on in. For those, I've got my normal, hey, here's the end of the stream going on, but I also have a different one today. Because there's the, hey, you can follow Magic, see when I do streaming, subscribe, skulls, slimes. Cool, got that out of the way. On Saturday, this weekend, March 2nd, I'm going to be doing a kind of a marathon stream to celebrate the International Festival of Owls going on.
Owls.
I'm going to include their donation link somewhere on there too, just so that in case you want to donate to the International Center for Owls, you can do that. But don't feel like you need to. I just want to celebrate owls. So I'm going to have an 8-hour-ish. 8 hours might be a little long. Don't hold me to the time, but it's going to be a number of games, all featuring owls. I have 5 on the lineup right now, and I'm just going to be swapping between them, and we're just going to enjoy owls to celebrate the International Festival of Owls going on this weekend in Houston, Minnesota.
Owls.
So, yeah, join me noon Central for that event. It'll be fun. Anyway, that is all I have for tonight. Thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.